Good evening, everyone. Can you believe we are at the end of 2018? Wow, this time has flown by, and what a ride it has been. And in these last few hours of the year, many of us are reflecting back over the past year, making New Year's resolutions, thinking about how we want our next year to go. But I challenge you to simplify even further because sometimes less is more. If you had to sum up the last 12 months of 2018 in one word or one phrase, what would that be? For me, it was all about making room. And that started back in November 2017 when my mom and I were headed to a Thanksgiving outreach and we prayed together. And she said, Tracy, what I'm getting about you from the Lord is that He wants you to make room in your head and in your heart so that you can contain all that He has for you. If you don't, then you won't be able to handle everything that He wants to give you. And that theme showed up throughout the year in several different ways. Making room often means we have to throw out unnecessary things. And this practice not only applies physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. One of the things I gave up, and it wasn't anything just consciously, but I used to skate at East End regularly on Sunday nights. It was a great form of exercise, a great way to meet new people. But I went a few months ago and skated for about an hour, but just didn't get the same feeling that I had. Did it mean anything was wrong with skating? No. Does it mean that I'll never skate again? No. But for me, that particular season was up. Also, making room meant moving my schedule around. It meant leaving work earlier, which meant I get to bed earlier, which means I can get up earlier, which means I make room for more quality time with the Lord. And make room also culminated for me this year in a physical move where I made room and got my own home. So I ask you, if you had to sum up the last 12 months of the year, what would the theme of 2018 be? And also, what would be your theme or your word for 2019? I was in prayer recently, and the word I felt like I heard was expansion. So I'm interested to see how that'll play out this year. And I would love to know what your word for 2018 was and what you feel like your word for 2019 will be. And I'm also interested to see how that manifests in your life. Blessings to you all. Have an epic New Year's Day and an even more epic 2019. I'm excited for what God has in store for each of you. Blessings.